Two significant events happening simultaneously in Belgrade. A welcome ceremony for European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen, and just a few hundred meters away, the China Dialogue Conference, co-organized with China's Institute of International Studies under the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. These two events reflect Serbia's balancing act in global diplomacy. At the China Dialogue Conference, warnings that the developing nations remain underrepresented in current global institutions, a core critique underpinning the global governance initiative.
The first problem is that the representation of countries in the global south, particularly developing countries and emerging market economies, is not adequately met. The second problem is that the purposes and principles of the United Nations are not effectively upheld, thus eroding its authority. The third and most prominent problem, in my opinion, is the ineffectiveness of the international rule of law.
Officials and academics reflected on China's ambition to shape global discourse. Many praised the country's development model, rapid infrastructure growth, poverty reduction, and Belt and Road cooperation as examples of what Beijing's initiative seeks to amplify.
About these 5 principles found in this initiative, the whole world should think positively at a time when everyone is thinking about war, when everyone is thinking about weapons. Instead of thinking about peace and development, the world is on the verge of collapse. They should look at these principles, and then we would have this, maybe an ideal society.
Through its Belt and Road initiative and other mechanisms, China says it wants to position development and connectivity as bedrocks of global governance, rather than competition or coercion.
The world needs to be one. Sometimes I want to term China as the big brother of the world, because they have helped to bring countries, especially African countries, the BRI countries, up to state with them.
Participants also said that many of the China-funded projects are testimony to the infrastructure diplomacy, often cited in discussions over the Global Governance Initiative. Serbia's own rail link to Budapest, recently upgraded with Chinese support, was held up as a prime example of international cooperation. Aljoša Milenković, CGTN, Belgrade.